Welcome to the Breadhead News Network. Like, share and subscribe for more content. In this video we're going to be discussing the LGBTQ flag and the significance of its colors. One may come to realize that the colors on the LGBTQ flag are actually the colors of your chakras. That's right. Your chakras, the human body, has an energetic aspect to it that may not be visible or known to some people. Chakras are basically wheels of energy that are located in strategic areas of the body. They help redirect energy to where it's needed. There are 7 types of chakras that are spread out from the base of your spine to the top of your head, helping different organs work the way they should, as well as making sure the body is primed and ready to protect itself from any kind of assault, whether physical, spiritual, or energetic. The first chakra is the root chakra, and it is associated with the primal need for survival and security. It governs areas such as your sexual organs, the kidneys and intestines. It is represented by the color red. And it is usually the first to suffer if anything goes wrong with your system. The second type is the sacral chakra, located just above the navel, stretching all the way down to your lower abdomen. It is represented by the color orange, and it governs organs such as the large intestines and the bladder. This chakra is responsible for sexual power, the ability to be vulnerable, and creative. Chakra number 3 is the solar plexus chakra, located below the ribcage. Represented by the color yellow, this chakra provides you with the will to succeed and is home to your ego and sense of self. The fourth chakra is the heart chakra, also known as anahata. Represented by the color green, this chakra is responsible for the ability to be compassionate, loving, and forgiving. It is also tied to the immune and circulatory systems and can help you connect to your intuition. The fifth chakra is the throat chakra. It is represented by the color blue. When it's working as it should, you are able to speak your truth without fear. You are a good communicator who can hold any crowd's attention. You are tactful, inspiring, adventurous, and loyal. The sixth chakra is the third eye chakra, and it is represented by the color indigo. If you've always had good instincts, and can suss out people before they even attempt to open their mouths, that means you have a balanced sixth chakra. This chakra is responsible for fearlessness, practicality, idealism, and the need to seek out the truth. The seventh chakra is what's called the crown chakra, and it is represented by a purple flower with 1,000 petals. This chakra connects you to the universal source energy, and gives you an idea of the infinite nature of time and space. Spirituality comes into the human body and mind through the seventh chakra, and the dissolution of the ego as well as the recognition of the interconnectedness of everything can be found in the crown chakra. It governs the pituitary glands located deep in the brain, and it can be awakened by regular meditation. What one must understand is that the goal is to literally reverse everything God has set before us. The colors flipped upside down signifies reversed energy, thus making the main focus your lower self. It is very important to understand the metaphysics of what it is we are dealing with. I have a video from the late Bill Cooper explaining in detail what the people that are responsible for this symbolism believe. I'll be back after this short clip.
In the Bible or in the church, they talk about the fall of man. Same thing. There's only one difference between the Luciferian philosophy and the fall of man, is that those who talk about the fall of man believe in God. Whether or not they believe in a Savior, they believe in God. The ones who believe in the Luciferian philosophy do not. Now here's how that works. In the Bible we're told that Eve was tempted by Satan to eat of the fruit of the tree of knowledge of good and evil. God had commanded Adam and Eve not to eat of the fruit of that tree. If you do, ye will surely die. Isn't that the commandment? Lucifer, through his agent Satan, on the other hand, told Eve, God lied to you. He's holding back the fact that you too can become God. But first you have to eat of the fruit of this tree. And if you do, you will surely not die, but shall become as gods. Isn't that true? So, from the religious aspect, we see that as the fall of man because man disobeyed God. We see that as the subjugation of the woman beneath man, where she had originally been the partner. Now she is subjugated beneath man because she was the agent of man's downfall. Is that correct? Now, I'm not talking right or wrong. I'm not trying to insult anybody in here. I'm just telling you what we're taught so that we all understand what we're talking about, because that's most important. If you understand something differently than what I'm trying to impart to you up here, and we don't have the same definition, we're not going to understand each other, are we? The mysteries, on the other hand, look at this in a different light. Here's their story. It's a metaphor. They don't believe that there ever was a God, or that there ever is a God, aside from man himself. And man has not reached that state yet, but can, and this is what they teach in the lodges, that if you perfect yourself as the temple of the God within and become Christed, you've all heard this in the New Age movement, you too can become God. In her movie, running on the beach, spinning around, I am God. Go ask her early in the morning when she just wakes up and goes and sits in front of the mirror and looks at her aging face and tries to cover it up with makeup if she's God. She may tell you a different story about that time. Around noon, she might be feeling better and become God again. But this is the reality of the human condition. We'd all love to be gods, wouldn't we? My question to Shirley MacLaine at one time was, please, Shirley, could you make me a universe? She sort of looked at me with this hurt look on her face as she confronted her mortality and realized that she was not God because she could not make me a universe. She couldn't even make herself a universe. She can't even make herself look young again. She's having a hard time paying some of her debts. God doesn't have that problem, does he? And in her case, she. Here's the way they look at it. Here's their metaphor for the end of innocence. Adam and Eve were held prisoner in the Garden of Eden by an unjust, cruel, and vindictive God. Until Lucifer, through his agent Satan, set man free from this garden by giving him the gift of intellect. Through the use of intellect, man will conquer the earth, will conquer nature, and will himself become God. It's taught in every Masonic temple in this land. Every secret brotherhood, every secret society, every mystical temple, every occult organization teaches the Luciferian philosophy.
Still not convinced? Well, I have something else I want to show you, but first, here's a men's t-shirt that is currently online for sale as we speak. This t-shirt alone confirms that there is indeed a connection. One can deny, but the proof is obvious. Now I want to show you this symbol. We all know what this is. In a regular world, one would say it's just a regular logo for a corporate soda company. But what if I told you that this logo had a more sinister meaning? Would you believe me? Well, it's really up to you to decide. This video was not created with the intent to bash, judge, or criticize any person that chooses whatever preference they choose. To each his own. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share. Thanks for watching.
BNN